Honorable Speaker, it is one thing to get revenue coming to your counties. It is one thing to speak to the media and ask investors to come and invest in your counties. When you are a tourist county, like Mombasa, for instance, or Kisumu City, and you are the governor there, you should be the last person to be seen to be entertaining anarchy, destruction of property, looting of people's businesses, while at the same time, you are asking people and investors to come and invest in your cities and towns. We must ask our governors, and I know some of them operate under very strenuous and difficult circumstances because of being lorded over by lords of poverty who want to instigate anarchy. But governors, please protect your counties from the anarchy and abuse by those who think that they can control you, and encourage investors to come and invest in those counties so that governors can be able to not only focus on what is coming from the equitable share of revenue from the national government, but to focus on their own source of revenue. Many of our counties, Honorable Speaker, for instance, the city of Nairobi has no reason even to be depending or to be looking up to the central government or what is being raised nationally to even pay their salaries. But I see all these governors, Mr. Speaker, are always crying, we are waiting for money from the center. Devolution was not just about devolving power, but devolving resources, but also devolving the means of raising resources locally and nationally. The city of Nairobi, for instance, should be contributing, and even the county of Kiambu, that has the potential to generate adequate revenues. They should be contributing to the exchequer by giving part back of what they have raised locally from the exchequer. But we also must encourage them, Honorable Speaker, even as they think on how to raise revenues, they must be sensitive. I have seen the temptation by some governors to institute, through their finance bills, revenue-raising measures that are detrimental to the growth of the national economy and even their own economies, Honorable Speaker. And therefore, they must strike a very good balance in terms of the revenue-raising measures that they institute locally and how much they will do not to jeopardize their own work and that of the national government. And in those few remarks, Honorable Speaker, I can see the Honorable Robert Mbui is getting itched and shifting in his seat when I speak about people being encouraged to entertain anarchy. But I want to tell my dear brothers and sisters, we all live in this country. And whether it is the bloodletting and the thirst for bloodshed that we have seen in some of these leaders, whether it is the looting that we saw yesterday in this city, in Kisumu, and how I pray, as we said earlier, Honorable Speaker, this morning, how I pray that our dear brothers and sisters from Nyanza will emancipate themselves from the slavery that they have been subjected to over the years. It is their businesses that are suffering. Yesterday, Nyeri was vibrant. Kiambu town, when the leader of minority visited there, and the Honorable Kaluma, they saw how vibrant Kiambu town was, even as much as our guest of the state. But at least the 50,000 bond they paid will also go a long way. And we want to encourage the police and support them in ensuring that nobody is above the law. Everybody must and should adhere to our laws. Nobody should encourage looting. Nobody should encourage counties to wait for money from the center while encouraging looting, destruction of property, and bloodshed in our country.
What slavery means. And Mr. Speaker, I say this because the Honorable Mr. Ichungwa, Honorable Ichungwa, that I actually respected, has had a tendency, Mr. Speaker, to make statements that actually in the House causes ill feelings. When we are orderly in the House and you make statements, even not referring to somebody who actually causes his feeling, with the potential of actually causing disorder, and many times it has done so, because when members feel aggrieved by insinuations and references, it does not even improve the debate. So, Mr. Speaker, is that in order? And look, if you extend 107A, you may find that even talking in a way that can actually cause disorder is in itself disorderly. So I think you can guide us on that, but I would really call upon him to dissuade from this, because people will have a tendency to react in whatever way is necessary.
Thank you.
The issue of talking about the responsibility within the government. I would like to state this, and this is my parting remarks before I say I support. Mr. Speaker, I'd like to state to the majority is not here that it is the enslaved. You're here. Yeah, it's actually surprising that you are talking about the people who are enslaved. The liberators are the ones you're calling enslaved. I would like you to come over so that I can teach you how I'll liberate you. Thank you. And please, let's add some more tear gas to the budget, next budget. Thank you.
On a light note, I have listened to my sister, Ruth, in regards to tear gas, and I want to confirm to this House, in the supplementary, in the BPS, and also neither in the current consideration, Mr. Speaker, that you are considering, unfortunately, or fortunately, because you have been able to go around the country, and you have seen the Kenyan people are very peaceful, Mr. Speaker. We were not able to provision the kind of wastes that tear gas would bring. And therefore, the only tear gas available currently is the tear gas that remained in 2007, the ones that remained in 2013, and the others that remained on 2017. And Mr. Speaker, checking on the expiry dates, some of them could be stale. And therefore, as the people demonstrate, they could be, Mr. Speaker, endangering themselves in coming to inhale tear gas that could not be very proper, Mr. Speaker, but expired. But if it permits, the Honorable Ruth request, Mr. Speaker, if this House deems it possible, Mr. Speaker, we can allocate money for fresh tear gas, Mr. Speaker, so that we can satisfy Honorable Ruth Odinga. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I reply.
Hello guys, I would like to introduce you to a trading platform introducing ProAct Traders, an automated trading platform which is free to register. ProAct Traders is a trading platform where you buy crypto assets like Bitcoin, USDT, Ethereum, and much more. What's even more interesting, you earn interest after every 24 hours depending on the wallet or assets you buy. The interest earned is between 4% up to 10%. The higher the price of the wallet, the higher the interest. When you refer a friend via a referral link, you earn 6% of their first amount they invest. All you need to do is create an account and start trading. Automated deposits and withdrawals take place 24/7. Both capital and interest is withdrawable after 24 hours. Interest is guaranteed for every wallet after trading session. The minimum amount you can withdraw is 200 bob. Trade better and smart. Choose ProAct Traders today. To create your account, click the link in the first comment in the description box below.